Of course, this is 101 Leafy. We're playing some Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble, but we aren't just playing it today. We're going to be doing a ton of cranking. As you can see, we have 100,000 Y money. I tried to get... Of course, this is 101 Leafy. We're playing some Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble, but we aren't just playing it today. We're going to be doing a... Hey, I'm back. Sorry. So, NHN introduced a new feature into Wibble Wobble. Poony has had it for a very long time, but this is pretty new to Wibble Wobble. I'm really excited that NHN added it. A friend of mine asked them to add it, and they were just like, oh, okay, sure, we forgot that we haven't done that yet. So here you can see a list of every single yokai that's available in the Crank-a-kai. We have QB Awoken available, just because that is the score attack rotation this week. We have Red J as our big boss. Leafy, your mic, volume's low. I think I fixed it. It should be fixed now. Wait for that stream delay there. So here you can see there's a list of all of the coins here, and you can click them, and it's just like, oh, okay, so we have this coin, that coin, and then check this out. We have Soul Secrets, and of course, the main attraction here is going to be all the way up at the top with the S ranks. As you can see, we have Sproink S, we have SB Snaggerjag S, we have all of those guys, the Befriend-a-Bosses from the event back in November and back in September, if you remember the original running of that event. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be cranking for those guys. And in addition to those guys, we have the Oni, Gargaros, and Orkanos. Unfortunately, Orgulis has not been introduced into Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble yet, but he is in the Japanese version, Poony. So we should be getting the Orgulis event relatively soon. I'm really hoping that we get it in April. If we don't get it in April, that's okay, because we should be getting a new Scramble battle next month. Or this month. It's almost April, which is kind of crazy. But either way, in April, we should be getting a Scramble battle, so even if we don't get Orgulis, it should be okay. So we're just going to jump right in here, but before we do, let's crank some yellow coin Gs. I got all three. I got into the top 50 from the Tattle Terror rotation last week. So we're going to crank all three yellow coin Gs and hope that we get somebody good. I think they have King Mara in these now. I'm honestly not sure. We'll have to check the contents. Let's do that. So here we got Master Odin. He's just a healer. You know, nothing special. Healers aren't very good. You really want to go for offense on your team, but Master Odin is difficult to recruit, so it's fun pulling him. I enjoy it. Abdallah, absolutely correct, says, thanks for coming out, everybody. Let's show 101 Leafy our support by hitting over 200 likes. Can we do it? I think we can. So if you haven't yet, make sure to smash that like button. It really shows your support. I appreciate it. Let me know in the chat if you did. Give me a thumbs up and I'll give you a shout out. Here you can see that we've actually pulled him 3 times. I never bothered to recruit him myself in the stages, so this is our third Master Odin from the Yellow Coin Gs. So in case you're wondering, what can we pull from the Yellow Coin Gs now? We can actually just scroll down here in the Crank-a-kai contents list. We go all the way down, and somewhere up here, we should have the contents list, I think. Here we go. Yellow Coin G. Took me a second to find it because they didn't bother to style the list there. These are all just like plain web pages rendered in the WibWob app. It's kind of crazy. Here you can see for our rank S's, we have Statiking, QB, Frosttail, and King Mara. We really want to get King Mara since he's available in the Crank-a-kai. I think our QB is maxed out. I'm not sure. I think he is though. So we really want to get King Mara over Frosttail and Statiking. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of people smashing that like button there. Death Madness, Big Brock, Club Step Shogun, a lot of people. Thank you guys very much for showing your support. Here we have rank A's, rank B's, you know, nobody too special, but Casanova. Available exclusively via coins, aside from the single Casanova that you get from the friend mission. So pulling Casanova is always a really good pull, since there's no other way to increase his ultimate level, aside from Soul Secrets. So Pulling him is basically a soul secrets if you're ever going to consider using them on him, which I don't suggest until we get the ticket yokai. The thing about ticket yokai is, popularity yokai are really effective on them. Normally, popularity yokai aren't very good because they really only count if a yokai would drop an item, and as you may know from fighting many yokai in the game, yokai don't drop items very often. What popularity yokai do is, they change the item drops into friend drops, essentially. It's a little more complicated than that, but that's the simple version. Normally, yokai don't drop items that often, so popularity yokai won't even have effects that often. They won't even do anything. Using their soultimates will just be a waste of time for you. However, the American Legend yokai is what they're called, when you use the tickets to go visit them, or you use the books like Columbus's biography, right? And Puni Puni, and you fight them on a stage. Then, popularity yokai will have a very, very big effect. Because the American Legend yokai almost always drop an item. It might actually be always. I can't remember a single time seeing like a screen cap or video of where the American Legends don't drop items. So you really do want to use popularity yokai to maximize your chances of recruiting these very difficult to get yokai. Because you need to pull the ticket from the crank, and then you need to befriend them on a stage. So why not minimize the luck required to befriend these yokai, and instead just stick to needing to pull their pass, then almost guarantee their befriending by using these popularity yokai. So they're gonna be good later, they aren't good now, but if you get Casanova, don't complain, because he'll be able to really help you out later on in the game. So we're gonna cross our fingers for a Casanova here, or maybe two. Nope, we got a Frosttail. Frosttail is just like QB, so he's a mysterious ball popper. Ball poppers take so much time to set up, and they just don't deal that much damage. So since they don't deal as much damage as random poppers, and random poppers are instantaneous, it's like, why even use ball poppers? You know, just use King Mara. Just use Chimera, who's a single target attacker. Komoshura deals more damage than Frosttail, I think. So I say absolutely, definitely use definitely don't use Frosttail. I'm sorry. Don't use him, even if you pull him. So we're going to crank the yellow coin G here. This is our final one. Awesome, Tattlecast. Alright. So Tattlecast, you need to evolve Tattletale in order to raise her Soultimate. So if you're interested in doing that, I guess this isn't a bad pull. But Tattlecast is a healer, so it's not too exciting to pull her. However, I think you need her for one of the level up missions or whatever. So if you haven't leveled up your Tattletale and you pull a Tattlecast from your yellow coin G, that's pretty lucky right there. So now, we've cranked all of our 3 yellow coin Gs. We have 100,000 Y money to get through. So we're going to do some Y money cranks now. Again, in case you forgot who we're cranking for, we have QB Awoken in the crank, who I wouldn't mind getting. We already have him, but raising his Soultimate is always nice. Then we want to get Gargaros and Orkanos, the 2 Oni, and of course, the other Befriend-a-Bosses here, Slimeamander S, SV Snaggerjag S, and Sproink S. Who's your favorite Befriend-a-Boss? I like all 3 of them, but my personal favorite is Slimeamander S, with SV Snaggerjag S taking a very close second. I mean, they're in my top 2 favorite tribes there, Shady and Slippery, and both of their designs are really, really cool. So, let me know who your favorite Befriend-a-Boss is in the chat. Abdallah says, thinks you didn't get too many good yokais out of the coins. Yeah, the coins don't have too many good yokais anyway, but getting King Mara would have been a really good pull there. It's effectively 3,000 Y money, which is awesome. Yeah, free Y money is never a bad thing. So we're gonna do our first Y money crank here. Maybe we'll get something good. Yes, okay, so when it's gray like this, and then it turns gold, that's something really good. Nice! So, we're starting off our cranks really well here, getting a Slimeamander S, who's pretty rare in the crank as far as I know, and I just mentioned that he's my favorite Befriend-a-Boss, so definitely not a bad pull. He is a shady random popper with the same strength as Shogunyan. That's right, the S-rank Befriend-a-Bosses are as powerful as Legend yokai. So although they aren't technically legend yokai, the Befriend-a-Bosses, when in their S-rank forms, are effectively legends, which is awesome. I love the Befriend-a-Boss designs. I love using Slimamander in Yokai Watch 2. He's really strong. Unfortunately, the other two aren't. But seeing him in Wibble Wobble, as powerful as he is in Yokai Watch 2, is super nice to me. Colin says, wow, Slimamander S is my favorite. That's awesome. It's good to hear that. I love Slimamander S. Ratso Gaming loves Slimamander S as well. It's good to see support for my favorite right there. This is probably going to be something bad. X-Borb, I think? Yeah, Mega X-Borb. So we go from the very top with Slimamander S, all the way down to the bottom with Mega X-Borb. Abdallah says, I remember how broken Slimamander was in Yokai Watch 2. See, you don't even know the half of it, because we got the patched version of Yokai Watch 2. In Japan, Yokai Watch 2 got 3 different balance patches, including fixing glitches and bugs in the game. And one of those glitches allowed Slimamander to attack infinitely. So the game would start, and if your opponent had Slimamander, you do it, and the Quick Soul on Slimamander, then their Slimamander would just attack infinitely. You wouldn't be able to do anything, you'd just instantly lose. Unless you had Palisol, but nobody really ran him. Slimamander was... he was broken in multiple meanings of the word right there. King and Tasma says, that's not good. No, it wasn't very good. However, this pull might be good, or it might be a Holy X-Borb. Nice, Camellia. So, Camellia is an interesting pull, because Camellia is both good and bad. Camellia heals you a lot, and she also attacks all enemies. However, Camellia's attack is extremely low. She deals virtually no damage. So, the main reason why you use her is for the heal. And as you may know from what I've said in previous streams, and even during this stream, healers just aren't very good in Wibble Wobble. You really want to be as offensive as possible in the game, unless you're using some sort of supplemental heal. For example, Maximus N and Blazion Awoken both heal you when using their attack ups, so that's just a bonus little heal right there. So Camellia's bonus heal would be really nice, if her attack was higher. However, Camellia doesn't deal very much damage, so while normally I'd say, okay, Camellia is awful, don't use her, she does have something really important about her that you could probably tell from her color. Instead of being charming like Lazaria and Demona are, Camellia is actually in the Brave tribe, so just having her on your team passively makes you stronger, since the Brave tribe is probably, no, definitely, the best tribe in the game for clearing stages, which is where the heal would really matter. So honestly, if your Camellia has a high Soultimate level and you run a Brave team, I say go ahead and use her to clear stages like the Divine Paradise and Old Springdale. She's certainly not bad for doing that. However, she's definitely lackluster if you want to flood her to make money or score high in score attack. That's probably, it's probably a bit too long of an explanation for her, but to sum things up, Camellia is good in stages if you have a Brave team, but not so good for anything else. That's the short version right there. Sandra says, Leafy, I love your live streams. Please do more in the future. Of course I will. Make sure to smash that like button if you guys are enjoying the streams. Make sure to check my channel out on YouTube, youtube.com/101leafy. There's a link in the description. And of course, tune in on this channel at the same exact time every single Monday, because we always do Wibble Wobble streams 4 p.m. CST on Mondays every week here. I love doing them. I love seeing you guys. And I hope to see you at the next one. Alright, so Holy X-Borb. You know, it's not a fantastic pull. I have way too many X-Borbs, but Holy X-Borb is better than Mega X-Borb because it gets you more experience. So, trying to stay positive, at least we got the better X-Borb here. You can see I have 57 Mega X-Borbs, but I've used so many. I've wasted hundreds of thousands of Y money just pulling X-Borbs. And I mean... okay, let's check this out real quick. 57 Mega X-Borbs plus 9 Holy X-Borbs. That's 66 X-Borbs, right? Times 3,000. Oh my god, that's basically 200,000, right? Y money? Not quite. It's like 190,000. So if we scroll down here, it's $80 for 90,000 Y money. This is $160 right here of X-Borbs, if I'm correct. Imagine spending $160 and just cranking X-Borbs. that would be really silly. You gotta wonder, does Wibwob have some sort of mercy system like Fire Emblem Heroes does? They don't explicitly state it in Wibwob like Fire Emblem does, but I feel like they have to, right? I mean, in Fire Emblem Heroes and so many other gacha games, if you go a very long time without pulling somebody good, then you get a guaranteed good pull eventually. So if you get like 100 X-Borbs in a row, are you guaranteed an S rank eventually? I hope so. That would be really nice of them. Death Madness, hey, asks Leafy, is Camellia Blizzaria's sister? Honestly, I don't know that. Camellia doesn't really have a lot of lore in Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble, and she was just introduced into Yokai Watch 3, and as far as I know, her stuff hasn't really been translated. She did appear in the anime recently, so if we kind of wait for people to sub that, for people to translate her Medallium bio, maybe we'll find out if they're sisters. I know Debona and Blizzaria are not related at all, so I don't expect Camellia to be related to either. Abdallah asks, can you max out X-Borbs so you can't have more than triple digits? No, you can't. Just ask Robert or the Filthy Goat, because once you have 99 X-Borbs, the X-Borbs that you pull get sent to your inbox. And then you can just max out your inbox so you can't get any more spirit until you use up your X-Borbs in your inventory and claim the ones in your inbox. It's crazy. It gets really crazy. So here we're on Brave Tribe. Let's take a look at Camellia here. Someone was asking about her. Born from a flower, this beautiful yokai princess is loved by her subjects for her powers of healing. Well, Death Madness, I think that answers your question. She's born from a flower, so definitely not sisters with Blizzaria. I think they're just convenient recolors. J12 Clone says, Leafy, I got Blazion Awoken yesterday on my last crank, and I am so happy. Stick around, guys, because I got Blazion Awoken on my last crank yesterday night. I was so happy as well, I literally, stood up and shouted. I was like, yeah, Blazion! And I will be demoing him later on in the stream. He's pretty powerful. Impossible! Ooh, I'm getting some people asking about teams. We just pulled Cruncha, so we can talk about Cruncha since he kind of applies to both Joshua Tube Gaming's teams and Komasan S's teams. They're both using Brave Yokai on their teams, and I would suggest using Cruncha. I think that Cruncha is really strong. He has pretty high attack, and his ultimate is a center pop. And the good thing about center poppers is you can control what they pop. Unlike random poppers, center poppers, obviously, from the name, always pop the middle of the field. So if you create a really big Wibwob and put it in the middle, then use your center popper, you're gonna deal some serious damage. Meanwhile, if you're using a random popper like Shogunyan or Snartle, who still are not very bad at all, then you can't guarantee that they'll pop your giant Wibwob. You can make like a size 20 Wibwob, cross your fingers, tap that Sultimate button, and they're just not going to pop it. They'll pop all the little ones, they won't pop the big one, and that is really frustrating. But Cruncha, you can always control what he pops, when he pops it. Cruncha's really strong. Plus, he's on the Brave Tribe, so he gets unity with D-Muncher, Camellia, Shogunyan, Snartle, all of those guys. Cruncha is a really solid addition to your team. The only shame is that he's kind of rare to pull. Here you can see that we got his ultimate, the Guillotine, to level 6, which is awesome. Gonna keep on cranking. Hopefully we get QB Awoken. That would be really nice. Christos says, guys, we must smash that smash button to give Leafy good luck. Give me a thumbs up in chat and let me know which yokai you want me to pull. Put your vote in. Give me good luck for them. I'm hoping that we can pull some more Slimander S. I'd love to have a reason to use Shady yokai. SB Snaggerjagus might be the better boss pull, though. Nice! Soul Secrets! That is our first of the day. Soul Secrets, obviously a really powerful item. In case you don't know what they do, you use them on any yokai, increase their ultimate experience by 1 yokai recruitment, basically. It's hard to say how much they increase the experience by, because obviously that varies by level. However, Soul Secrets, always a solid pull, our first of the day, and I have none in my inventory so far. Have one. That's it. I spent the other 4 on Blazion. Abdallah asks, so, who are we trying to pull here? Well, I'm hoping for SV Snaggerjack S. I'm hoping for Slime. He's not bad, but he's not going to be useful for me because I have Komoshira. Sproink S is an Eerie Komoshira, and my Komoshira is at Sultimate 7. So I'm hoping for Slimeamander S or SB Snaggerjag S, who have much more practical purposes and stages. Gargaros is okay. Boats here, Orkanos, X-Forbs. Lucky wants Sproink S. Lucas Leaf wants Pandal Awoken. I'd like that. J12 Colin says pull Pandal. You guys, asking for the Pandal here. We got Holy X-Forb. You know, not as good as Pandal. Definitely not, but it's up there. Got that good luck. Ooh, Thunder05 says Orkanos, if we get him right now, I called it. Well, will we get Orkanos? Not sure. Nice. I've heard that the Soul Secret raid is a lot higher this week because they said that we have double S rank chances, and when we have double S rank chances, they typically give us double Soul Secret chances. Sometimes they forget to tell us that our Soul Secret chances double as well though, which is a little unfortunate. However, my friend Robert, who you may know as Springdale Data Sciences, did some testing and determined that Soul Secret pull rate is around 30% is what he found, though his crank isn't fully maxed out because he has Orkanos to crank. So if his crank was fully maxed out, the Soul Secret rate should be around 40%. It's definitely not surprising that we pulled the second Soul Secrets, but it is very exciting. We're always cranking for Soul Secrets to answer the questions of anybody asking about who I want to pull today. Obviously, we want to pull some yokai, but Soul Secrets is always the end goal there. Probably an X-Forb. Yup, Mega X-Forb. When it's red like that, he says I can feel its power. It's probably going to be a Mega X-Forb. It's pretty disappointing. I hate to admit it, but that's usually what happens there. I think we're at 60 Mega X-Forbs now. You guys will have to help me decide who to use them on. Jacob Spencer says, I heard Europe gets Wibble Wobble this March 30th. My goodness, that was a very long wait. Yeah, Europe had to wait an entire year for Wibble Wobble, but hopefully that means that their version is better. They'll probably launch with some more content than we did. Hopefully with the Yokai Watch 2 updates. Hopefully with some good events. I don't know, NHN is spreading themselves really, really thin there. I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to accomplish by not having one unified version. Why wouldn't they just use the US version in Europe? I know Fire Emblem Heroes literally has one version for the entire, planet. So, US version is the same thing as the Japanese version, which is why we got that weird Corn 4-star promotion and we had no idea that was even going to happen over here. Because Japan got some Google Play thing going on. It would be nice if NHN at least did a unified international version. You know, China, Korea, us, Europe, things like that. I know Korea's in a slightly different situation than we are, but still, it would mean that we get more content, better content, larger content. Moderator Zarivos asks, did you max level Tattletera, Leafy? No, I haven't even claimed her in my inbox yet, because I always like saving her for you guys. Here we have another Mega X-Forb. That was a little disappointing, but we're going to keep on cranking, and of course, once we reach the halfway mark, we're going to do some yokai demonstrations. I'll show off my SS ranks, we'll see Tattletera live on stream for the first time. I haven't even seen her Ultimate myself, so I'm really excited to see it. I mean, I know what it does, it's a single attack stun, but I don't know what it looks like, so that'll be fun to see. Fearless Warrior asks, hey Leafy, how have you been lately? I've been busy with my channel, been playing Uncharted 4 lately, but I'm here to watch you play Wibble Wobble. Aw, thank you very much, congratulations on getting Blazion Awoken. And lately I've been playing a lot of Zelda. Been playing like 100 hours of it. That game is so good, so perfect. Abdallah's having a lot of fun with it, so definitely check out his Let's Play series on that if you want to see some more Zelda gameplay or don't even have a Switch yourself. Here we get a third Soul Secrets right there. Really nice pull. I'm hyped. Now we have 3 Soul Secrets, I think, right? That's a pretty good pull rate right there. We need 12 in order to max out our Chimera. And then once we do that, we'll be on completely even footing with everybody this week. So I'm going to do a ton of cranks and try to hopefully get top 25 in score attack this week. That would be pretty fun. Mr. Wolf asks, 101 Leafy, what is your favorite yokai monster and yokai buster? Definitely, I answered this question, I forgot what my answer was, because it's tough. There's so many good big bosses in that game. Not game, but yeah, game. And in Wibble Wobble. If we take a look at the SS ranks here, I guess we can't organize by ranks. We'll do organize by ranks in the Medallium, but I guess not. I think you can in Yokai Watch too, right? Hopefully it's not a Holy X-Borb, hopefully it's not a Holy X-Borb, and it's Eterna! She is slightly better than a Holy X-Borb. It goes Mega X-Borb down here, Holy X-Borb, and then Eterna. Eterna was my first Crank-a-Kai pull, and I just always pull her at the least opportune times. She is an eerie... Eerie is the absolute worst tribe in my opinion, and then healers are the worst kind of yokai in this game. So, definitely not a fantastic pull. Pigray, hey, how's it going? Says, I missed the start of your stream playing too much Zelda. Well, I bet, Pigray, that you just missed me saying that I've been playing Zelda lately. I've been playing that game so much. Yeah, too much, honestly, if I'm being quite honest. I really need to stop playing Zelda and start making more Zelda videos, because I have some boss guides up, and I want to finish all of those this week, but every time that I'm like, hey, I should work on a Zelda video, I just start playing Zelda instead. I need a better work ethic. That's not very good. Game is so fun though, whether you get it on Wii U or Switch, absolutely get it. It's a fantastic game. I really hope they do a Yokai Watch game for Switch soon. I know we've got Fantasy Life Online, which I'll be playing to death this April. We get the Snack World on 3DS in July, and then Snack World on mobile in December, and of course Inazuma 11 Aries in September, along with Megaton Musashi. So Level 5 has a ton on their plate, but I would love to see them squeeze a Yokai Watch 4, Yokai Watch Buster's Treasure, something on Switch in 2018. That would be super nice. Super nice. Death Madness asks, Sleepy, when's the next Zelda boss guide? Today! I promise, today! I'm making an absolute promise on stream. We pulled a Soul Secrets, validating my promise. I will have a video up today. Sorry for taking so long. I'm gonna have daily videos this week. What's the word? I don't know, but I'm setting out to do. That's what I'm setting out. That's what I'm setting out to do. One Zelda video a day on different bosses. That would be awesome. Check me out on youtube.com/101leafy if you're interested in that, and of course I'll have some Wibble Wobble videos up this week as well. And I'll have a special Wibble Wobble video up on this channel too. Coming probably tomorrow is going to be a big video on how Slurpent is affecting our metagame, why he's a big deal, why everybody wants him, and what the deal is with Howard getting over 60 million in score attack. Absolutely absurd score right there. I'm going to be talking all about that in a video on this channel very soon. So if you want to see that, smash that like button and subscribe. Hey, Orkanos! A lot of people were saying they wanted to see Orkanos. I didn't, really. He's not that fantastic. He's a vertical popper in the class by Brave. Vertical poppers are not fantastic. They're okay. I'm not gonna really complain that much, but I feel like they don't pop as much as center poppers or even random poppers. Even at max ultimate level, I've seen vertical poppers just not pop that much. It's really lackluster. And Orkanos, again, in the tough tribe, completely outclassed by Brave, which is in the same tribe bracket. However, he is Orkanos. He is an Oni. He's really, really cool. So, pulling Orkanos in the Crank-a-Kai, when he has such a low rate of being pulled, I'm not too upset about it. Thunder05 says, called it. Death Madness says, oh my god. Very exciting pull right there. Joshua2 Gaming asks, Leafy, what are your thoughts on future Wibble Wobble events? It's funny you asked that, Joshua, because I'm coming out with a video tonight, probably, or tomorrow morning, probably tonight, about all of the events that we've missed from Puni. So I'm going to be looking back across the past year of Wibble Wobble, since it's Wibble Wobble's first anniversary, and comparing it to our first year. And they got a lot of cool stuff. They got Last Bushinyan, Android Yamada S. They got Columbus, I think Kirakoma. They got the manga event, which a lot of people mistakenly call the anime event. It's a collaboration with Shonen Sunday, a manga distributor, publisher in Japan. So they got Ranma, Inuyasha, all sorts of really cool manga characters in Puni Puni. So I'll be going over all of those events, comparing and contrasting what sort of event yokai they got and we got. So make sure to check me out, youtube.com/101leafy. There's a link in the description if you want an update on everything that Puni's gotten that we haven't. Maybe a sneak peek at the future for Wibble Wobble, hopefully. Pokemon Master asking a very easy question to answer. Do you like Animal Crossing New Leaf? If only you saw my 3DS play log. I think Yokai Watch 2 is at the top. But then Animal Crossing New Leaf is tied. They're both at like 300 hours of playtime. I love Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I can't wait for mobile and Switch. Eterna jumps out at us. This is our second Eterna today, unfortunately. She's not great. We've been over that. Eterna's like eerie, healer, bad stats. I can't think of a single good thing to say about Eterna, honestly. Oh, sorry, I'll keep a close watch on my mic. Sorry about that. Impossible! And just as I was talking trash about Eterna, she heard us and came out of the crank again. Nice. Well, guess what, guys? We have one more Eterna to pull. Until Eterna is completely maxed out, never have to see her again. I'm happy about that. I love Eterna's design. I think she looks really cool. I think she's really cool in mainline Yokai Watch 2. However, in Wibble Wobble, she's just awful. Just not good at all. Honestly, Erie's really underpowered in everything. Even in mainline, Erie's just not that great. Erie's like bootleg Shady, honestly. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Shady fanboy. Shady does what Erie does, but with better yokai the majority of the time. Some Erie yokai are good, like a few are, but Shady's better overall, I think. So we're halfway through our Y money here. That's a lot of Y money. We're gonna look at some exciting yokai. If you guys have any yokai that you want to see, I have like all of the crazy crank ones, the SS ranks, all of that. Let me know in the chat which yokai you want to see demoed. I'll show their Medallium entry, I'll show them being used in stages. We'll check out a lot of really cool yokai there. So the main star of the show today is obviously going to be Blazion Awoken. He is the newest Awoken yokai, the newest SS rank basically, along with Tattletare. I'm going to take a look at him. But before we talk more about Blazion Awoken, we need to take a look at Tattletare. You might be saying, who's Tattletare, if you missed last week's score attack. Well, this is Tattletare from Yokai Watch Busters, also known as Jibaban. Tattletare is a giant, scary Tattletale, sorry. My friend Neon Toaster and I think that she should have been called Tattle Smash, but Tattletare is still a pretty fantastic name right there. They couldn't have kept Jibaban, since it's a pun on Tattletale's Japanese name, Bakuroba. So translating it just directly wouldn't have worked. I think that creating a really good localized name was completely the correct decision here. And Tattletare, really clever, really funny. It's really creepy. She says, Tal, accept my love. I don't want to. Tattletare doesn't look like she has a lot of love there, and even if she does, I don't really want to accept it. But whether we want to be or not, we are now friends with Tattletare, and we can wield her frightening power. Details added to Medallium, as usual. Gonna claim the second one here. Death Madness says, Leafy, I got Breath of the Wild on Saturday because it's my birthday. Happy birthday. Got any tips for me, he asks. Whistle run. So whistle button down on the D-pad, and you mash the B button while you run. And you'll go really fast, but you won't use any stamina. It's awesome. It's really, really cool. Just try it out. It takes a little bit of practice. All you do is hold. You got it eventually. I mean, running without using stamina is, that's pretty powerful. Jasmine said, need a new mic, Leafy. Yeah, no kidding. I gotta fix that. I just noticed it happening. I gotta figure out what's up with that. Here we have, Bushio. Previous Score Attack Big Boss we didn't get a chance to demo last stream, sorry about that. Wibble Wobble was acting really weird, but after the newest data download, they fixed whatever weird glitch thing was going on, and Wibble Wobble's running smooth again, so we can demo all these guys. Here we have, Tattle Terror. And of course, we're gonna demo Blazion Awoken. If you guys have any requests, let me know. I have all of the SS rank yokai. Take a look at Captain Thunder here. And you know what? Let's throw in Robunyan 28, since I don't use him very often. Hang on. Let's see. What stage should we demo on? I usually do the Shmoopy stage, right? When I demo stuff. So let's go with Shmoopy. Oh, G1 Young Gamer, thank you very much for the correction. He says it's Shogun King. Yeah, so they did a fantastic, just direct, fantastic, beautiful translation right there. Bushio's name just made him Shogun King. Shogun King, awesome. I mean, Bushinyan was translated to Shogunyan. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's not bad. So obviously, just changing Bushio to Shogun King, awesome. Love it. Just perfect name right there. Let's turn up the Wibble Wobble volume just a little bit, so that you can hear these yokai sounds. Love Blazion's voice here, just the big shout. Captain Thunder. Captain Thunder seems to be voiced by Brent Pendergrass as well, very talented voice actor, though I asked him on Twitter and he says that he doesn't remember if he voiced Captain Thunder or not. He voices so many yokai, big props to him. And finally, here we have the newest. Oh, they kept your. It's difficult to it's difficult to hear, but let me turn the volume up. She says "ba" as a reference to Bakurova, her Shogun King's ultimate here. Full Moon Slash. Just ups your defense for a few seconds. Look at that, we only took 25 damage from Shmoopy. Here we see Blazion Woken's ultimate move, really cool, ups your attack power by a ton. He is one whole ultimate level stronger than Beelzebub, and he's 3 ultimate levels stronger than Zero. Very, very powerful yokai. Love Struck. Wow, check that out. That just giant slap. That's gotta hurt. That is a really cool ultimate animation. All of the big bosses' animations are really cool. And then we're going to do Rolling 28. And finally, Captain Thunder. You know what? Let's do Captain Thunder first. Sparkling Shock. He's just an organizer. He's shady, which isn't a bad tribe, but organizers, they're really slow to use, and all they do is... Fever Time isn't that important anymore, so organizers just aren't that fantastic. So his ultimate move, but even though he uses a laser in his animation, he creates bombs on the field. It's... Here we're gonna finish off with another Love Struck there. Nice ultimate name, I like it. Hey, Moderator Amethyst, welcome, welcome.
Outstanding.
Zarivos says, I hope we get Pink Emperor. He is a pink recolor of Captain Thunder, for those who don't know, exclusive to Moon Rabbit Team from Busters, as far as I know. And he is a very powerful attack upper and healer, just like Blazion Awoken, but he's in the Charming tribe. Charming tribe is a really strong tribe in this game. They've got yokai like Jibanyan S for when you want to clear stages, Lazario Awoken, and then they have things like Saotome Ranma S for when you want to enter score attack or grind Y money. Altogether, the Charming tribe is definitely one of the most powerful, along with Brave. Charming isn't that powerful in mainline as far as I know, but Brave is broken in basically everything it's in. So if you guys have any other requests, I would love to showcase any yokai that you guys want to see. I have most of them, and I have all of the SS rank yokai. So let me know in the chat, and I'll feature them. Let's take a look at the Medallium, though. Check out Blazion Awoken. Has a pretty monstrous 680 health, and not bad at 509 attack. Very good for a Brave yokai. Here you can see his description. After intense training, Blazion is as hot as the summer sun. However, he's become so hot, nobody is able to get close to him. Poor guy. Why do all of these, like, S-rank, SS-rank yokai have all of these tragic things happening to him? It's so sad. Like, Komasan-S, his description is like, Komasan has reached S-rank, but he's not sure if he likes it this way. That's so sad. I don't like that. His ultimate move, Blazing Fist here, raises attack power and heals with an intense fighting spirit. Shogun King, nice. 801 health, tied with Untidy for the highest health in the game, and 438 attack. Not great, but attack doesn't matter much on a defense upper, you know? Please do Camellia, showcase Camellia, show Illuminoct, do you have Static King? Alright. Wismello Man. So, Camellia, Static King, Wismello Man. Alright, cool. Dukubi Awoken. Pandanoko, says Clubstep. I don't have Pandanoko, sorry. I haven't spent any money on this game. Oh, he's not at Ultimate 2 yet. Oh, someone wanted to see Static King's description? And of course, we'll show him in the stages. Static King is pretty lazy, but if he got motivated, his power would fix a ton of the world's energy problems. Same, dude. What? Static King isn't Ultimate 2 yet. I could have sworn I'd pulled him from a Yellow Coin G or something. Hang on, is this just the Medallium thing? No, it's not. Okay. I really only have him at Ultimate 1. Interesting. Please do Camellia. Seeing a lot of Camellia requests. I think we just showed her in the Medallium, right? In case you missed it. Born from a flower, this beautiful yokai princess is loved by her subjects for her powers of healing, radiant shine, attacks enemies and restore HP with the power of flowers. How sweet. We'll show her in stages after taking a closer look at the Medallium entries for other yokai. So here we have Tattletare. I haven't even seen her Medallium yet. She has 791 health and 458 attack. Tattletare is really bad. Her attack is just awful, which means that her Ultimate move is awful. And if your Ultimate move is awful in Wibble Wobble, then you're awful, honestly. In mainline, Ultimates matter, but they aren't the only thing that matters. Like, Shogunyan's Ultimate could be anything and he'd still be broken, because he has Extreme Critical, and he's a Brave yokai, and he has Lightning Slash, right? But in Wibble Wobble, Ultimates are basically all you have. If your Ultimate is bad, or the stats that your Ultimate move relies on are bad, then it's like, you aren't even worth using most of the time. Unless you're Whismellow Man and you have 1,000,000 health and you're being entered into the, what do they call it? The Bundori, Capture, that's what they call it. Capture and plunder in the localization for the Yo-Cake Scramble Battle. Any Scramble Battle, really. So Tattletale, definitely not good for stages. Definitely not good for score attack. However, Tattletale will be great in Scramble Battles for being placed on capture stages. She has a really, really high health, which is going to make your capture time go way, way down. Combine that with the super high attacks of yokai such as Komashura, Chimera, and Kingmera, and Tattletale actually is very much worth leveling up, just not worth soul secreting. This fighting yokai has a body of steel and the heart of a young girl. Yeah, she's very young. Very young. In 2 days, she unified the two fighting styles of the yokai world. On her days off, she enjoys spending time with friends. That Medallium entry is a wild ride from start to finish. This has to be one of my favorite entries. I mean, it's packed with information. And she's a crazy yokai. I feel like Tattletale has to be my favorite big boss now. I mean, that is a crazy Medallium entry. I don't even know what to say about that. Take a look at the animations here. I like that lose animation. Is this her win? That's creepy. That's really creepy. I don't like this. I feel uncomfortable. Nice sound there, keeping the original Japanese one. They didn't really need to change it. Though they could have changed it to, like, Tao. That would have worked. Though, I don't mind the creepy ba. I would like if they changed Whismellow Mans to the Wisu. Abdallah says, that's a hilarious entry. Seriously, who are her friends, honestly? I don't know. Maybe all the big bosses hang out together. They all get together and have tea and stuff. They play Yokai Watch Busters together, all the big bosses. They whip out their 3DSs. 3DS XLs, of course, because they're big bosses. And her ultimate move, Love Struck, attacks and stuns a single enemy with her log-like arm. That is a very log-like arm right there. That really creepy. Man, these big bosses, level 5 did a really good job at just making them creepy. Really creepy. I love their designs. They all look awesome. Moving on to Tough. I almost called it Fighting, like the Pokemon TCG. The Tough Tribe. We have Arcanos, who we just pulled. A lot of people wanted to see him. We'll demo him. The Jet Black, huge horn champion of the Oni. Only appears when the air fills with fighting spirit. And his ultimate move, Iron Nightmare. Pop a vertical line of Wibble Wobble by striking them with an iron bar. Nice. Oh, we should probably show his sound. Orga! You might recognize that sound from Yokai Watch Mainline. If you played a lot of Yokai Watch 1, you probably fought Orcanos a lot before you defeated him. Basically, every time he smacks you with his giant iron bar here, he shouts, Orga! And then Robunyan 28, nice. Robunyan F, wanting to become a big man, not a big boss, a big man in quotation marks. Like, they're quoting Robunyan F and big man isn't actually a thing. Robunyan F, wanting to become a big man, has powered up to this new extreme form. After 28 revisions, he has successfully obtained his tremendously large size and extreme electrical power. Now, check this out. I sort of mentioned this earlier, but it's easier to sort of digest in Medallium form. His ultimate move, Destruction Beam. It's a beam. Creates an extremely powerful bomb. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I don't understand how beams work. But as far as I know, firing beams makes explosions, not bombs that you then have to click to set off. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe beams actually do create bombs, and I just don't understand how they work. But I'm pretty sure that Destruction Beam should create a beam. Let's take a look at some of his animations here. I like that big punch. Is that him being hit? And then this is his lose animation. Check out this jetpack. The rocket belt. He is intense. 28. I like the win animation. Nice. All these animations are really good. For those of you who don't know, all of the models, all of the animations are imported from mainline, though Buster's isn't really mainline, it's a spin-off, but all of the models and animations are imported from the 3DS games, rather. Now, occasionally, Puni Puni has exclusive yokai, things like Camellia, the Kuroi yokai, the dark yokai, Puridyan, well, not really, because he can be imported. They have a few. Konyan. Puni has a few different exclusive yokai that then later debut in mainline. In fact, check this out. Oh, Abdallah says, count the rockets on the belt. Are there 28? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Wait, hang on, I lost count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... 12, 13, 14, I think we got that one right there. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, okay. So my counting was a little messed up, but that was a good call, Abdallah. Looks like there are 28 rockets on his belt. That was clever right there. I didn't even think to count those. Nice. And then he has 28 right there on his shoulders. Kind of reminds me of Slurpent, where he has 8s all over himself. Here we'll take a look at Uber Geeko, who is available in the Yo-Cake Scramble Battle event. I didn't get a chance to showcase him. A Gecko Being, who's related to Total Dude. He stays home, unlike his much more outgoing counterpart. His ultimate move, Geck Out, pent up mythical Gecko power, because that's a thing, that pops a diagonal line of Wibble Wobble. Though he doesn't actually pop a diagonal line of Wibble Wobble, he's a single target attacker. Any-chan, I don't even know. How this happened is beyond my comprehension. And check this out, his ultimate move has no name. It's Geck Out here, and they just forgot to code it in. And then if we look at Liberty Nyan, who is over here, Liberty Nyan has his ultimate move in Japanese. This happened a few patches ago, they haven't changed it. But in case you're curious, this does just say Liberty Shine, like the English words Liberty Shine, written in Japanese lettering. This shows that they're probably going to bring him over to Puni eventually, which is a little disappointing. I liked having Liberty Nyan as a special American guy. I mean, it's the Statue of Liberty. If Japan gets Liberty Nyan, then we should get Konyan or the Shonen Sunday collab, because those are super Japanese. That's what I think. He used to be available in the Crank-a-Kai last week, not available anymore. He's okay. He's just a worse Kieran, you know? Going back to Charming, we're gonna take a look at these big bosses here. Rubius J. The strongest, most fearsome yokai. This demonic being leads the armies of the Iron World with an iron fist, Underworld with an iron fist. Nothing is left in the wake of his destruction. Infernal Blast pops central yokai Wibble Wobble with a blast of evil energy. Hardy Hound, a fearsome being who uses the skulls of his enemies as containers of gunpowder stored in his backpack. A giant white weapon of mass destruction, he eats the frozen souls of his victims. That's brutal. That wins second best Medallium entry. Tattletera still has the best one in my opinion. Exploding Strike throws exploding skulls to create bonus balls. Not particularly exciting, but very, very useful. Very useful. Hey, moderator Christina! She was able to make it. She wasn't sure if she could, she had to do some school stuff, but hey, she is here, and now that she's here, she can catch up on all the action. If you guys want to see Unikiran, I'm guessing you do, we can take a look at his Medallium here. A legendary creature with a horn that countless figures throughout history have tried to seize. Horn of Plenty. A holy horn is blown towards heaven and boosts attack. Unikiran is only available to a maximum of 60 players worldwide, so this right here is one of 60 at most Unikiran in the entire world on Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble. Take a look at his animations. They might look familiar to you if you have Kieran because they're the same. Ha ha. I think Kieran's voice is really good actually. And it's romanized correctly, unlike normal Kieran. Normal Kieran, look at that, Y. K-Y-R-Y-N. And then Unikiran is K-I-R-I-N, which is correct. Now, Kieran would make sense at least, but, you know, keep it consistent. Unikiran should be spelled with Y's, or Kieran should be spelled with I's. I don't know. That kind of, it messes with me. I don't know why. There we go, says Amethyst Rose. Okay, good. Zeta says clear with lightning bolts. It's back now for me, says Christina. Okay, must have just been a YouTube hiccup. I have no idea. Stream is perfect, audio is cutting in and out. Interesting. The video came back on, says Amethyst Rose. Nice. Alright. Let's keep going then. Taking a look at Shady, we only have one very exciting yokai here. Captain Thunder. 711 health, 590 attack. Not particularly exciting stats in any field. However, he has a really good stat total in my opinion. He has a solid attack stat and a solid health stat, making him really good for capturing and plundering.
Thunder!
Here you can hear his voice, see his cool animations. Got these crazy jet belt thing. I don't know if that's a jet pack, but I don't know if jet belt is a word. Nice victory animation here. Sponsor Adam the Big Teeny says, stream didn't hiccup for me. Interesting. Maybe it was... Are you guys like watching from your phones or something? Was it just a device issue? I wonder.
Thunder!
This yokai hero jets around space fighting evil with his blaster, zapping thunder. His favorite yellow suit was made to order skin tight so he could show off his muscles. Check out those muscles. He's definitely showing them off with this suit. I love it. His ultimate move is Sparkling Shock. Releases a fierce electric shock organizing yokai Wibble Wobble. Oh, not Boohoo. We don't want to look at Boohoo. We want to look at Slimeamander S, in case you guys are curious. You can currently pull him from the Crank-a-kai, we certainly did. Each neck has been trained independently, granting it rank S level fighting abilities. Future training will focus on unifying the values of each neck. I love that. I love how they have future training in mind for Slimeamander. He's like, alright guys, so huddle together, here's what we need to work on this week. I love that they have a game plan. His ultimate move, Triple Header. Incorrect, actually. That is the name of his skill in Yokai Watch 2. The name of his ultimate move is, let me think, it's triple something, but it's not triple header. If you guys remember in the comments, let me know. I can't remember right now, though. I know that triple header is the name of his skill, though. It says, strike the head, and randomly delete yokai Wibble Wobble. I'm guessing it means strike Wibble Wobbles with his heads. Or maybe it's a Shovel Knight reference, strike the earth. I'm not sure here, I'm not sure, but whatever it means, I just want you guys to know that Slimeamander S strikes the head. Striking the head right there. Abdallah says, speaking of pronunciations, talk about Chimera. In Yokai Watch 2, he pronounces his own Mei with a ch, as in China. So he says Chimera? But it's literally just a misspelling of Chimera, like C-H-I-M-E-R-A, right? That's really weird. Maybe the voice actor didn't know how to pronounce Chimera, and he got like written instructions, and they're like, yeah, just pronounce it like Chimera. And he was like, oh, like Chimera? I don't remember hearing his voice, but I'll take your word for that. That is weird. I know he doesn't say his name in Wibble Wobble. He just goes like, "Rrr, rrr." He does this weird grunt. We have no Eerie Big Boss yet. We're supposed to have Prison Breaker here, but we won't get him until next week. But for now, we can take a look at Arachnus Awoken. Not bad. A powerful classic yokai, Arachnus has awoken to his true. Arachnus has awoken to his true. With overwhelming force, he commands presence. He still has a sweet tooth. What a beautiful Medallium entry here. I'm just so proud of Arachnus awakening to his true right there. That is incredible. Beautiful accomplishment for Arachnus. Give him a thumbs up in chat if you're proud of Arachnus for awakening to his true. Because I know that I am. And then, not only does he command presence, but he does so with overwhelming force. Not force. He would never command presence with overwhelming force. However, overwhelming force is not out of the question for Arachnus Awoken. He will use overwhelming force without hesitation. And of course, he unleashes the power of the spider, creating large Wibwob. Not to create large Wibwob, but he unleashes the power of the spider creating large Wibwob. So maybe the spider is already creating the large Wibwob, and Arachnus just unleashes it along with the Wibwob. We can make that work. We can justify that. Abdallah says, haha, Fos, are you flipping kidding me right now? Yeah, Fos is... It's ridiculous. I don't know... This is like NES levels of localization for Wibwob. It's hard to hate it. Because NES games, for those of you guys who haven't played a lot of NES games, had really bad localizations because they would just get like random dudes that knew Japanese but sort of knew English, or the other way around. So they never entirely knew both languages unless it was a really high budget release. So they would have just all sorts of really, really weird things, including the power of the spider creating large Wibwob. And that was why like Castlevania had some really weird riddles because they just weren't translated correctly. Wibwob is absolutely an NES game. After spending so much time in the springs, Spoink is now very heat resistant, or resistant to heat. Now, only bathing in hot lava will do the trick. Look at that! I'm proud of you, NHN. Completely grammar error free. Beautiful voiceover by Brent Pendergrass. The Hot Hog S. Hog Roast. Shoot a jet of flame from the nose to attack all enemies. Alright, so I was incorrect. He shoot a jet of flame. He doesn't... It's not shoots, it's shoot. I'll let it slide. That's a pretty minor error. Sorry, Boss says, use the faux salute. Here, we'll see. Okay. Benoct Awoken. Been there, done that. We've seen him. Reach a new level, fierce battles, defeat his enemy. Give me a thumbs up in chat if you remember the very first Wibwob livestream we did this year with Benoct Awoken. That was crazy. That was a fun time. We got him on like one of our last cranks. I was really scared that we wouldn't get him. I really wanted him. That was a fun stream. Let me know if you remember that, because I remember some of you guys. And of course, Octosnake swings his dragon scarf. Nothing of note here. We've seen him a lot. Wismellow Man, though. A fiendish yokai that became huge by absorbing the power of other yokai. With his white marshmallow-like body, he can continually reproduce by dividing into smaller mini mellow men. Nice. Listen to that sound. Like every yokai gets that sound. E-rank yokai have this sound. Why doesn't SS Big Boss have this sound? And Puni, he goes, Wee-soo. And it's the best sound ever. It's like 5 seconds long, and it's super deep. It sounds fantastic. But here they just have this, the Oh, and Wibwob stops. Alright, nice. Alright, cool. Speaking of NHN messing up Wibwob, they still haven't patched the random crashes. Game's been out for a year, and the game will freak out if you try to do things. Here I'm seeing a lot of people remembering the first stream. Colin, Royboy, Action Sniping, Lucas Leaf, Clubstep, Omar Harold, DJ Perez, Marco, Christopher O'Grady, Lunar Eclipse, Dragonora, Mudkipper, Owen, Marvy, Giovanni, Liam Bauer, Mason Jenkins. I think I got them all. Awesome. Love seeing the regulars here. Crimson Arzero says, I remember the first stream of the Wibwob legend known as 101 Leafy. Well, speaking of legends, Crimson, we have one more yokai to look at before resuming all of our cranks, because we still have 50,000 Y money left. But first, we have to take a look at Slurpent. Just like Unikirin, only 60 in the world at most. Listen to that beautiful slurping sound. Awesome animations. Slurpent is one of my favorite legends. He's slippery, one of my favorite tribes. Super cool design. I love him. His name should have been kept as Yamaton in my opinion, because it's referencing like an actual yokai thing. But Slurpent is still a pretty clever name. It's still a really funny name. And honestly, because of that, I don't mind it too much. Slurpent. Serpent. He has tongues. He's a snake. I don't know. It's simple, but it's funny. It's good. Slurpent is formed from 8 different dragons, each with a different personality. It has it has the ellipse there, and it's like the Medallium is doubting itself. Do they really have different personalities? What are the personalities? We don't know. It reminds me of in Smash Bros. When you select Luigi, and instead of saying Luigi, the announcer's like, Luigi. Like, he's not sure if you're picking Luigi or not. So here, Slurpent, same thing. Medallium, not entirely sure about the dragon's personalities, but he is formed from 8 different dragons, that's for sure. And his ultimate move is the main attraction, Lick 'em Good, creates size 8 big Wibble Wobble with his 8 tongues. He's got that fancy legend symbol. I think it's from Yokai Watch 3 actually. It's not the same, but it's very similar, which could be hinting towards a localization? Interesting. Lucky asks, how do you get a snake from a dragon? I have no idea. Dragons are serpent-like if they're certain kinds of dragons? I don't know. Omar says, love the slurp sound. I do too. Awesome sound. Every time you pop him, he just slurps. So, now that we've gone over all of the yokai that we could get in detail, let's crank to see if we can get some of them. Who are you guys hoping that we're cranking? I'm hoping that we'll get Gargaros, because I'd like to level his ultimate a little more. Soul Secret? No. Mega X-Orb. That was... It's a roller coaster when you pull an item, because they have the woo before the item actually comes out. So you have a little animation, you have the sound effect, you get the gold animation from Whisper, and it's like, wow, could this be it? Could I really pull my 5th Soul Secret today? And nope, pulled my 5th Mega X-Orb today. Nice. Night Blaster Gamer has the little stop emoji. Lane Broughton says, NHN is too lazy to put Unikirin in the crank. It's not even that. It's just that they don't want to because Slurpent's too strong, and Unikirin unseals Slurpent. Lunar Eclipse asks, Leafy, do you remember me? Of course I do. Says that Slurpent sound is great. Crimson says, best of luck, Leafy. Luck with what? Pulling Gargaros? Pulling Soul Secrets? This is a Mega X-Orb, absolutely. Holy X-Orb acquired. So, you know, it's not a Mega X-Orb. I was pretty sure we were gonna get a Mega there. I was like, oh, absolutely a Mega X-Orb. But no, Holy X-Orb. Not bad. I'm not too upset. I mean, I'm upset that we didn't get a yokai. But, yeah, it's not the worst that we could have gotten. Marco says, why? I agree, Marco. Pika TV asks, hey Leafy, do you think they'll ever use the daily map tab in the map warp? They actually removed that, at least in Puni. I'm not sure if Wibble Wobble has that right now either. Mega X-Orb, again. Owen says, all of these X-Orbs, just why? I have no idea. Maybe we're building up our luck. Maybe we'll pull a Soul Secret soon. Oh wait, we actually do have the daily tab. Puni doesn't though, as far as I know. So they don't really want to do dailies, I guess. Which is disappointing. Fire Emblem Heroes kind of does. Diego24S asks, are you better than Filthy Goat? The Filthy Goat claims that I could beat him in score attack if I had equal ultimates to him. I think it would be arrogant for me to say that I agree, but he said it himself, so that's his opinion. I know that if I did have equal ultimate levels, I would work hard to beat him. That's for sure. Hey, we got a Venoct! Maybe we'll max him soon. Alright, so not soon, but I think that we need 5 more to max him out. So not bad. 5 more Venoct. I think, is our QB maxed out? QB. Yes, QB is maxed out. So let's take a look at all the yokai that we have left to max out our crank. We have 12 Cruncha. We know that. I think it's like 17 Camellia. And then around the same amount of D-Muncher. And then around the same amount of King Mara. These guys are all around Ultimate 5. So Terrier only has a few left. 6 to be exact. These guys don't matter. Pepion has like... Okay, so he has 12 plus 6. He has 18 left. And then, Eterna has 1, thankfully. And Venoct has 3, so not bad. We're getting there. We're getting pretty close. Then the next few streams, we're going to be doing a lot of really big Crankakai parties, trying to max out our crate completely. Joshua2 Gaming asks, Leafy, who is better, Slurpin or Blazion Awoken? Slurpin, absolutely. Slurpin will make you far more money than pulling Blazion Awoken will. Snivy Gohan asks, how many hours did you put in Wibwob to be so good? I do not want to know. I do not want to know. Komazon S says, Leafy will hit 3,000 subs in 2018, coming soon in theaters. I hope that I hit 3,000 subs before that. That would be nice. If you guys enjoy these streams, enjoy watching me, make sure to check me out on YouTube, youtube.com/101leafy. I have strategy videos on Zelda and Wibwob, and I will be having daily uploads this week. I'll be uploading today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be posting about Wibwob, I'll be posting about Zelda, maybe be posting about other games. So if you want to see all sorts of things, such as showcases of every single event that Pony's gotten, but we haven't, such as the manga event that some people call the anime one, the popcorn event with Usopp and Last Bushinyan and Inaho and all those cool guys, make sure to check me out. And of course, make sure to subscribe while you're there. There's a link to my channel in the description, youtube.com/101leafy. Clubstep asks, Leafy, can you show all rare occurrence yokai? Oh, where they are? I don't remember that, but I can show them off if you want. We pulled like 5 exports in a row. I was really hoping for the Soul Secret right there. We had the gold there, we had the yes, I was feeling the hype, and just bam, Holy Export. Psych, not a Soul Secret. Amethyst asks, is it okay to ask if you got Nino yet from Fire Emblem Heroes? No, it's not okay to ask that, Amethyst. You know why? Because I missed her focus, because I was grinding for Slurpin. Her focus was the same period that the Yokai Scramble Battle beginning was. So I completely missed that they added her focus to the game. I was saving all of my orbs for her, and I couldn't even try my best for Nino. That was tragic. Zeta quote me. Good. Quote me on that. He says, I'll be doing daily uploads this week, says Leafy 2017. Quote me. I need that pressure, or else I just kind of forget. Impossible! Nope, Camellia. I saw the red and I thought it was Gargaros. I got excited. Radiant Shine. Not even leveling up. As I said before, Camellia is not the greatest. She's brave, which is nice. She fits well. If you like Camellia, then use her on your brave team. Go ahead, knock yourself out. It's not gonna really hurt you that much. Fearless Warrior says, got my Lucky Mario amiibo ready for your luck, Leafy. Thank you very much, Fearless. But we really do need some luck right now because we just pulled 2 Camellia in a row. How tragic. Oh, Zarivas, moderator, says, I actually have a list of all the rare appearance yokai in my Google Docs. Well, pull that up for us, please. That would be awesome. You guys are asking about Inoho's localized name? We don't know it yet, unfortunately. It's not been officially confirmed or anything. All you can do is speculate. I've seen a lot of speculation around. I saw something from a Chinese wiki was posted on the subreddit the other day. I don't necessarily believe it, but it's fun to speculate. Let me know in the chat. What do you think they should name Inoho, the 3rd protagonist of Yokai Watch? Personally, I think they should name her Inohobi Sora, but we all know that's never gonna happen. Crimson Arzuros asks, Leafy, will you do a C2E2 meetup? Yeah, I'll be at C2E2 on Sunday, which is the same day that Abdallah will be there. So, make sure to stop by, chat with us, trade yokai cards with us, because I really want to complete my set. It'll be fun. Aaron Havery asks, what happens when you get a max crank? NHN sends you an autographed letter in the mail from Akihiro Hino, and it says, congratulations on maxing your crank, I'm so proud of you! And they give you $1 million, and you get Kirakoma and Last Bushinya. I'm kidding, of course. Nothing happens. It just gets easier to crank Soul Secrets. Literally nothing happens. You get no congratulations, no fanfare. It's just easier to pull Soul Secrets, and Soul Secrets are good. Clubstep says, I love how Leafy says Usapyon. I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic or not, but that's how you pronounce it. We have this discussion like every stream. But there's a joke in the second movie about Whisper pronouncing Usapyon incorrectly, and he says, USA-pyon? And Usapyon's like, no, it's pronounced Usapyon. Whisper's like, oh, stupid. Sponsor Katie Forrester asks, what if Idaho was a yokai? What if autocorrect on your phone was a yokai, Katie? If Idaho was a yokai, she'd probably look like Funi and Mifu, just like purple colored instead of pink and red. Not red, pink and blue. It's something good, it's something good. Venok! Okay, you know what? After the huge string of X-Borbs, just the X-Borb gauntlet that we had to suffer through there, I'm not complaining about Venok. I'm not complaining about any yokai at all. We could somehow pull a Fruit Yan, and that would be better than X-Borbs at this point. Christina, don't even, you're gonna give me flashbacks. She says, oh, rare appearance yokai. I'll never forget the day I spent over 4 hours getting Scranny in Yokai Watch 2. I have the worst luck in Yokai Watch mainline. It took me 3 days to get QB. I spent around 2 hours resetting each day, and I got like too tired out of doing it to do it more than that. And I finally got him the 3rd day. Because in mainline, certain yokai, namely QB, Orochi, the Befriend-a-Bosses, and probably 1 or 2 others, are not affected by popularity. So, using Casanova, Dandoodle, Schmoopy, any of those guys, not going to do anything for you. They can't be fed food. Superstar Soul does nothing. There's no friendship whisks to be found. Nothing. Nothing. You just gotta rely on raw luck of that 0.5% chance to befriend them. I think D-Muncher isn't affected by popularity, right? I could be wrong on that, though. But I remember having difficulty with him. Katie Forrester asks, what if there was a red Venok? That would be really cool. That would be super cool if we had a red Venok. You'd probably look like super awesome. And he'd be brave, of course, and very broken. And with this Rose, with that nice copy and paste rules right there, or do you type it out manually every time? Either way, thank you for that. I appreciate your work. Snivy Gohan says, for me, befriending is so hard. It took me 3 hours just to get a Schmoopy. That's kind of ironic, since you want to befriend Schmoopy to befriend other guys easier. Crimson Arzuros asks, will there be more Yokai Watch 2 tournaments on your fabulous website, embellishing, MountWildwood.net? Yes, there will be, but the unfortunate thing is, once Sun and Moon came out, people stopped playing Yokai Watch 2. I tried to get people back into it, but nobody was really into it. So once Shinuchi comes out, once Yokai Watch 2 comes out in Europe, maybe? I don't think so. But once Shinuchi comes out, we'll be going full force with the tournaments again, and we will not be stopping this time. Unless Pokemon Stars comes out a month after Shinuchi. Then I'll be very upset. I love Pokemon though. I'm joking. I'll be sad that people ditch Yokai Watch to play it again though. That'll be really sad. Love Pokemon though, and I don't like comparing the franchises. But you can't deny that their fan bases are very similar. Dylan Oliver asks, do you prefer Fumi or Inoho? Honestly, I'm gonna have to go Inoho here. Inoho is super funny, super relatable. I mean, the first time that you see her, she's going to the store to buy some hyper expensive limited edition anime figure. And then you go back to her room, and she has, like, all of the posters and stuff. And I'm like, this is me right there. Spoink S, nice. Really good Befriend-a-Boss pull right there. We have 3 cranks left. Crossing our fingers for SB Snaggerjag S. Give me a thumbs up in the chat for good luck. I'm crossing my fingers. Really hope that we can get SB Snaggerjag S to complete that Befriend-a-Boss trifecta. Gargaros would be nice too, but asking for all of them might be asking a little much. Yeah, guys, Inaho's English name hasn't been revealed yet. Usapyon's has, though. And his English name is Steven. I'm joking. That wouldn't be a surprise. His actual English name is Usapyon. However, the USA isn't capitalized, which completely takes out the entire joke. It's capital U, lowercase S-A-P-Y-O-N. I don't understand. Why not keep the capital USA? That's the entire joke. People won't understand why it's USA. Because part of the joke is that USA is pronounced USA in Japanese, if you write it out like that. So having his name be Usapyon in English, nobody's gonna understand the joke. If you don't have the USA capitalized, people will be like, Usapyon, what's that? Why is it USA? What's a pyon? I don't get it. Kinda silly, but at least they kept Usapyon, whatever. Sponsor Koma Cameron, Zeta, Koma Hound, Jibanyan Gamer, Stormwolf, Komusan S, thanks for the thumbs up there. The good luck. Lunar Eclipse. Hoping for SB Snaggerjag S. It's a big one. Soul Secret. Nice. I think that's our 6th. That's really good. That's a really good pull rate. 6 out of 30? Wow. That's really good for a non-maxed out crank. Dude, I was so psyched. I was like, no way. 2 Soul Secrets in a row. Awesome. Yes, exactly. Heartful Remy, you guys might not get what he's saying, but he makes a really good point. He says, it's like if Usapyon's Japanese name was spelled entirely in Japanese, without the English letters. Like, if they wrote out USA in Japanese, there would be no joke. Nobody would understand it. That's a really good analogy, Remy. Thank you for that. I didn't even think of that. That's a really good analogy right there. Is that even an analogy? I mean, that's like super accurate. Final crank. It's an X-Borb. It's gotta be an X-Borb. Come on. X-Borb, X-Borb, come on. Yes, holy X-Borb. Exactly what I wanted. In case you couldn't tell, I'm super psyched about that. I love X-Borbs. They're the best. So let's take a look at our items here. 65 Mega X-Borbs. That means that we pulled like 7 of them because we started at 58, right? 6 Soul Secrets. Super nice pull rate right there. We did 30 cranks, I think. 33 cranks. So that's like, it's not bad. Because we don't have a fully maxed out crank. So we don't have that full Soul Secret pull rate. But for only 100,000 Y money, 6 Soul Secrets is really not bad. And I will definitely be maxing out my Chimera this week. Hopefully I can try and max out Blazion. I don't know if I'll have the time. But I'll definitely max out Chimera. Get a pretty high score. Totally. Crimson says, I think many people can relate to Inaho. Very true, sponsor Crimson. Very, very true. Ooh, Rebecca Gamer has some fighting words for me. He says, it's pronounced EXP orbs. I don't know, like, you can, because X-Borb isn't even the name of them in Japanese. It's Keikenshi Dama, in case you're curious. So it's not like we have anything to base the pronunciation off of. But I feel like it would be EXP space orb if it was EXP orb, right? Or maybe it's like Buster's T, where the T stands for treasure, so you don't say Buster T, you say Buster's treasure, and the EXP stands for experience, so you actually say large experience orb. I'm joking, but I wouldn't be surprised. I have no idea. Let me know in the chat, guys. I need this full, entire census of the chat. I need to know if you're watching the VOD. Let me know in the comments. I gotta tally it up. I'll make a poll on Twitter at 101Leafy. I gotta know, is it pronounced Xborb or EXPorb? Zarivos, moderator, thank you very much. I like Xborbs, the transition is so smooth. But Abdallah says, LOL, he is laughing out loud at me. It is totally not pronounced EXPorb. Oh, I thought he was saying it's not pronounced Xborb. Yeah, okay. So he agrees it's pronounced Xborb. Good. It's EXPorb. If it was that, okay, first of all, here's definitive proof that it's not EXPorb. The Yokai Watch franchise says XP instead of EXP in item descriptions. That's what I'm saying. So since they say XP in item descriptions, if it was supposed to be EXP Orb, it would actually just be XP Orb, right? Probably. It's definitely Xborb. Because it's like a portmanteau of experience in orb. Xborb. I guess. It's not very clever, but it is just a sort of combination of the words. Hey, moderator Lucky the 13th, thank you very much. Or the Lucky 13th, sorry, mixed up the article there. Thank you very much for stopping by. So, now that we've done that, we're gonna showcase some more awesome yokai. Let me know in the chat who you want to see. I'm going to showcase the yokai that we cranked today. So we're going to look at Orkanos. We're going to look at the Befriend-a-Bosses over here. Slimeamander S. Sproink S. And of course SV Snaggerjag S. Even though we didn't pull him, still want to see him, right? And of course, Slurpent. Gotta take another good look at Slurpent in case you missed him last time. So we're gonna go schmoopy stage as always, do some testing. Though I guess that we should be doing the testing on Slimeamander since that's the best testing stage. Isn't that kind of morbid though? Testing Slimeamander S on the Slimeamander stage. That, I don't know how I feel about that. Let's wait until after this testing phase or session to switch over to Slimeamander. You don't want to scar Slimeamander S. Spoink S here. Gonna get him charged up, but not use him yet. We want to go into Fever Time, since these are all attacking ultimates aside from Slurping. We'll charge up SV Snaggerjag S next. And our final Befriend-a-Boss, Slimeamander S. I love that Gyorodon sound effect. I honestly can't tell if they re-recorded it from the Japanese version or if it's the actual Japanese version, if I'm being honest here. It sounds very different from his Japanese voice, but he's still saying Gyorodon, which is like a Japanese onomatopoeia, so maybe this is just his weird whip-wop sound effect. Who knows? Well, if you guys know, then let me know. So, we're going to charge up Slurpit here, so you guys can see what he does, and of course, enter Fever Time right before we die. So, Slurpit is going to greatly enhance the power of our attacking ultimates here, creating big Wibwobs so that we can pop them with SV Snaggerjag S, and then pop some more with Iron Nightmare, or Kanos' ultimate. Now, as you guys saw when I was pulling these guys, their ultimate levels aren't too high, so the amount of Wibwobs that they pop aren't that impressive, or isn't that impressive, but they're still pretty cool yokai. You're still using the bosses on your team. That is super cool to me. It's a really cool concept, and I love that they put that in the main series of games. I mean, you're already befriending every yokai that you come across, so why not let us befriend some of the bosses? Omar Harold asks, have you played Puni Puni before, Leafy? I have, but I stopped playing when Wibwob came out because I thought, wow, I shouldn't play Puni because it'll be redundant, because Wibwob will be the exact same thing. Now I realize that past Leafy was a fantastic comedian. Thornyon the Beast says, I would prefer if Last Bushinyan was called Steven instead of Last Shogunyan. Yup. Got those nice American names. So I'm going to scroll through here, see if there are any requests. for yokai that you guys want to see. I'm not seeing any, but let me know if you guys want to see any yokai. Otherwise, I'll just kind of continue showcasing all of the SS ranks. Let's take a look at QB Awoken, who surprisingly we did not crank this session. Interesting. Despite his Crankakai cranking rate up. So let's go back to Slimeamander so that we can use our Ultimates freely without finishing off the stage. Amethyst says, I played Puni Puni on my Miku 3DS game. I think you're thinking of Puyo Puyo, but I do like that game too. If you guys have a Nintendo Switch, make a Japanese eShop account and download the free Puyo Puyo Tetris demo. It's super, super fun. Game comes out April 28th in America. It's Puyo and Tetris in one game. You can switch between the two individually or play matches where you switch between the two, and whichever board you win on first, you win the entire match. It's really intense. For those of you guys who don't know Puyo Puyo, you might know it as Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. This old, I think it was on the Genesis. That was fun. It was just a Sonic reskin of Puyo for American audiences. It's an intense puzzle game, like Tetris, and it's competitive multiplayer stuff. Really fun game, free demo, and it's basically the whole game. Not really, you don't have all of the game modes, but you get that full versus mode with 4-player multiplayer in a free demo. So you gotta take advantage of that and get it. I mean, I don't see how you couldn't. Alright, we're getting some good requests now. Tattletare, who I showcased before, but I'm happy to do so again if you guys want to see him. Total Dude Awoken, wait, I actually don't think I pulled him. Did I? I'll have to check. I don't remember seeing him in my Medallium. I feel like I totally pulled him though, no pun intended. Let's go back and check. I'll be really sad if I forgot to crank for him. I think I pulled him, but I'm not sure. Rare encounters, please. Kirikoma looks cool, but we unfortunately don't have him in Wibble Wobble, not just me. We don't have him in Wibble Wobble. And then finally, Explosive Strike. Just make some big Wibble Wobs. Who should we finish Slimeamander off with? I wonder. Let's go with QB Awoken, since, you know, we were supposed to get him this week. We didn't, but he's the featured yokai for the big boss. In case you were curious, Red J is our Score Attack big boss this week. Julio wants QB Awoken to be shown off. Well, guess what? We just showed him off twice. Nice. Spemp says 5-star gaming. That's an interesting request, so you know what? I'll entertain it. I like your enthusiasm for a D-rank yokai. Leafy, how do you get Ageless Power? Defeat, Wapir. He's a rare appearance on stage 15 and 16, not 15 and 16, this one, stage 23. So you keep restarting the stage. When Wapir appears, sometimes he'll drop the Ageless Powder. Gilgaros, please. Okay, so we'll do Gilgaros, Spemp, Illuminoct, Badignon. This guy's been asking for Badignon for a while. So Gilgaros, Spemp, Illuminoct, Badignon, and Total Dude. I totally should. I don't! I forgot to pull him! I'm trying to remember, what week was Total Dude Awoken available in? Well, obviously he's for Slippery, so Wismellow Man. Yeah, I didn't play a lot that week. I was pretty busy that week. I'll definitely go for him next time, though. You know what? We'll do a huge Crankakai party for Total Dude Awoken, because I really want to get him. So, for every... How many likes do we have video right now? And we'll do a cranking goal. Alright, so, Illuminoct. Seeing a lot of requests. Pandal. Gilgaros, play with Gilgaros. Badignon. I mean, this guy's persistent for a B-rank yokai. I gotta respect that. Gotta respect that, sorry to say 22. I'll throw you the Badignon here. His ultimate level is maxed out, too. Is there a Jibanyan awoken? No, but there probably will be. We're getting Shogunyan awoken soon in Puni. Ooh, Zarivas has all the SS ranks. Look at you, Zarivas. You remembered to crank that week. I think my logic was, oh, it's Wismellow Man. I already have Wismellow Man. I can just kind of lay back this week. But I completely forgot that Total Dude Awoken was in the crank. Who are we going to do, Spamp? C rank, not D rank. I'm sorry. Tattle Terror. We just did Tattle Terror, but we'll do her again. Because that was earlier in the stream. Some people come and go. So we'll definitely demo Tattle Terror again. Camellia? Oh yeah, we haven't done Camellia yet. I promised you guys that. Sorry.
Let's play! Yeah.
Do pan. And who up? Alright, that's what we'll do. Okay. Battinyan has no effect on Boss Yokai, but why not? Gilgros is a popper, Spemp's a popper, nothing too exciting. Jump. I hope you have a wonderful night, Jumpy Dash. Thank you. Yeah, I saw Zaribus. Mike is bugging out again. I might have to... I'm not sure. Check my drivers. We'll go Tattle Terror. Oh, did we do... Alright, cool. So we've got Thornyan, Tattle Terror. Finish off the stream with a Wobble Walk fight. Alright, let's do it. Hydabat. Alright. Fight Wobble Walk with only E ranks, please. My E ranks aren't that high level. I can't do that. Do Buchinyan and Hovernyan. Alright, I like those. Colma Cameron says, remember Johnny and Zarin Zephyr's Ultimate Super Chat War in that one stream, Leafy? Oh, that was fun. If you guys want to do, like, super support for the stream, then you can click the $sign in the bottom of the chat there to super chat. It stickies your comment to the top of the chat. I'll answer whatever you ask me, give you advice, whatever. Everybody will see your chat for a few minutes at the top there. It's not necessary, I don't push it too much, but I really do appreciate it. If you want to support me, of course, make sure to subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/101leafy. Follow me on Twitter. I'll be doing daily uploads on my YouTube channel this week. I'll be doing Breath of the Wild, Yokai Watch, talking about Puni events that we're missing, doing some cool analysis. I'm pretty excited about it. So, Camellia, thank you for the reminder. I have such a bad memory. We need Camellia here. I kept saying I was gonna demo her and I completely forgot. And then I accidentally skipped over Wismellow Man. So we'll do that. And then after this, we will finish off the stream with a Wobble Walk fight. And you guys can vote on my team. Just don't give me anything bad. So, give me a thumbs up so that I can sort of tell your vote apart from normal comments. And tell me what yokai you think that I should be using against our fight versus Wobble Walk. Let me know. So, charging up Camellia. Charging up Tattletare. We'll enter Fever Time. Whatever. Not gonna do too much. Charging Thornyan. I like the little nya. That's really cute. It's not the regular nya. It's a new one for Thornyan. Then we just gotta charge up Awoken and Thornyan, and we'll be done. Alright, cool. So we'll target a closed head. Start off with Love Struck. Bam! That's intense. We got the Thorny Thwax. I forget what Hydabats is called. Camellia shouldn't deal enough damage to end the stage. And then finally, whoa, that's a weird glitch. We can't target him while he's stunned. At least I think. What is going on here? Why was he attacking? Oh, okay. So the stun's done, and then we can target him. That's really weird. That is really weird. So you can't target Slimeamander while he's stunned. Oh, we changed heads. Okay. We can finish him off with another Camellia. Golden Foxy asks, is Mass Mutterer, also known as Prison Breaker, the giant mangy mutt, next to fight after Rubius J? Yes, you would be correct. Next week's fight will be versus Mass Mutterer, an extremely powerful eerie yokai. Never thought I'd use that phrase. He is a 107-point attack upper and healer, just like Befriend-a-Boss. Yeah. Finish off with Thornyan for Thornyan the Beast.
Outstanding!
So Watermelon Nyan. Alright, so taking a look at some votes here. Pandal, Dark Nyan, who I didn't pull, but I can use Hover Nyan. Wismello Man, Tattletare, Komajiro S, Gilgirls, and Illuminact. Komajiro S. Alright, so we will go Komajiro S, Illuminact, Unikirin. I think it's all vote for Unikirin, right? Pandal, of course. I mean, he's a little overpowered. I feel like you guys are making this way too easy for me by choosing Pandal, but whatever, that's your choice. And, of course, Tattletare. I think that's a really good vote, Lucky. I don't have Dark Nyan. I'm so sorry, Read on Gaming. Alright, if that team looks good, let me know in the chat. If it doesn't, vote for somebody else. Do Last Shogun Nyan, says Ultimate Dark Nyan Gamer. I wish I could do Last Shogun Nyan. That would be super nice. Dark Nyan? I don't have Dark Nyan, guys. I'm sorry. Use Buchi Nyan. Instead of what? Unikirin? Alright. Demon Nyan S says, Owen. All Nyan says Clubstep. No way. They're all really good. Looks great. QB. I take it back. Oh! Mark has a good suggestion. Let's use Slurpent. I got so excited. Let's finish up with some Slurpent showcasing. Why not? I mean, it's Slurpent. We gotta take a look at him. So we are going to fight. Use Darkubi instead of Illuminox, says Zeta. No way. Darkubi's awful. Darkubi is really bad. He's a ball popper. I hate him. Zarivas says, give me a tossed salad, 101 Leafy. Are you talking about when Wobble Walk like disrupts your board and he smashes it like Massive Face? Or are you using a Google Translate name that I forgot? You probably are. Google Translate like redid their Japanese algorithm, and now they have completely different names. Well, a few months ago they did it. It was so disappointing. Some of our favorites were lost. But we did gain some new favorites, such as the Hot Girls instead of Swelterior. I mean, they aren't really wrong, it's Atsugaruru. They just forgot the second Ru. Alright, cool. So, attack up during fever time. Pandal, we save the day. Wait, I forgot. Okay, so he has the colors, right? Oh, we haven't even unsealed him yet. We need Slurpent. Alright, Slurpent, save us. This team is so low level. Okay, awesome. So right now he's being damaged by normal attacks. So let's just focus on... Oh, physical type change. Nice, let's stun him. Good. Oh boy, this is gonna be a long fight. This is gonna be a real long fight. We'll need to rely on Comadrio S and some Slurpent shenanigans, I think, if we want to make it through this. Uh-oh. Alright. We figured out our strategy now. Oh, I hate when he does that, when he crashes on your board like that. It's tough. And he does it again right after I say that I hate it. Please stop, Wobble Walk. Oh, and he's back to being sealed. Alright. So, we've got Slurpent up, right? We're gonna charge up Pandal. So right now, what I'd like to do is charge all our Sultimates, and then maybe, like, partially flood Slurpent in Illuminoct or something? I'm not sure. Oh, maybe we'll make a really big Illuminoct and pop it with Illuminoct. That could work. So we'll pop all his seals. Charge our Illuminoct here. Okay. So... Oh, jeez. I don't know if we can take out Wobble Walk using level 1 Pandal and level 1 Tattle Terror. Go beat Wobble Walk with E-ranks and no revives. Yes, but his E-ranks are maxed out and mine are Ultimate level 1, level 6. There's a very small difference. Alright, so... Blue means can only be damaged by popping. Oh, no way! Seriously? You took too long. Alright. So, let's charge up Slurpent. Hopefully you can bail us out here. Alright, cool. Popping a few of his seals here. And this should be the final one that we need to pop. Oh! We're all out of money. Alright, we're gonna use a better team here. We're gonna use a way better team. Using level 1... using level 1 yokai against Wobble Walk isn't a great idea. Crimson says, Pando's not the problem, Illuminact is. I don't know about that. We're gonna go Blazion Awoken, Cruncha, and you know what? We'll keep Tattletare. We'll keep Tattletare. We're going with Blazion Awoken and Cruncha. Maybe this will work. Not sure. Why are we using Pandal? Asks Christina. I don't know. Because it's funny. It's funny to waste 1,000 Y money trying to beat Wobble Walk with Pandal. Is the reason. Alright, so we're getting our Slurpent up. Nice. We'll break his seals real quick here. Plus, we got a second Slurpent up. That's pretty lucky. So this is his ultimate damage form. No! Blue is, popping Woodblocks. So red means only damaged by Ultimates. So we're gonna go, Blazion Awoken. Use him, and then, Cruncha and Illuminact. This should work. Slurpent spam. Slurpent spam is a very, it's a very reliable strategy. Use Tattletare here. The stun's gonna be really useful. See, the thing about stunners is, yeah, okay, if they're low level, then they might not deal a lot of damage, but they're still stunning. And if they're stunning, then they're being pretty useful. Oh, using the, no, he's not. I thought he was in the wrong form. Good, good, good. Can Illuminact finish off Wobble Walk here? No, he can't. Well, that's okay. He changes his type to being vulnerable to Wibwob popping just as we get our Slurpent up. So we'll make this big Illuminact Wibwob, make a big Cruncha Wibwob, and you guys can clearly see just how powerful Slurpent is, even on normal stages. I mean, he just cycled himself there. He is really strong. I know a lot of people can't get him, but I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing Slurpent in action here. And sorry we couldn't beat Wobble Walk with a level 6 Pandal. I wasn't sure that was gonna happen. Abdallah says Gizmo's doing okay, thanks for asking. I am so happy to hear that, Abdallah. I was very worried about Gizmo. So guys, that is going to be it for today's stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. I had a lot of fun. If you guys enjoy this stream, then of course, make sure to subscribe to this channel and smash that like button to see more Wibwob streams. Make sure to tune in next Monday for another Wibwob stream. We'll be doing another big Crankakai party for Blazario Awoken. Very excited for that new final Awoken yokai that we're going to get next week, so we'll totally do a big Crankakai party for her. And of course, if you enjoy my content, make sure to check out my YouTube channel at 101, not at 101leafy, this is YouTube, youtube.com/101leafy. There's a link in the description. I'll be releasing daily videos this week. I'll be releasing videos on Wibwob and Zelda Breath of the Wild. There'll be boss guides, finally getting back into those. So make sure to check those out if you're into Zelda, or I hope you're into Yokai Watch. If you're watching this and you aren't into Wibwob, then thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe on your way out, guys. Thank you very much for watching.